menace to this country.
I think I started drinking when I was 14, and I'm still drinking.
That's a good feeling. It's a false feeling. You're looking at jail time anywhere from a year to 25 or 30.
When it comes to drugs, friendship stops.
It's a temptation. It's the forbidden fruit.
You and I can help to save a life today. You can't stop a killer from reaching into minds and throwing lives away. You know that dope is slavery, and you know we've got to be free. Come on, you know we've got to stop the madness. Stop the madness now.
Stop the madness. Stop the madness.
Stop the madness. Stop the madness now.
Good evening. We speak to you not simply as fellow citizens, but as fellow parents and grandparents and as concerned neighbors. While drug and alcohol abuse cuts across all generations, it's especially damaging to the young people on whom our future depends. America has accomplished so much in these last few years, whether it's been rebuilding our economy or serving the cause of freedom in the world. Now we need your support again. Drugs are menacing our society. They're threatening our values and undercutting our institutions. They're killing our children. Last year alone, over 10,000 drug criminals were convicted, and nearly $250 million of their assets were seized by the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration. And in the most important area, individual use, we see progress. In 4 years, the number of high school seniors using marijuana on a daily basis has dropped from 1 in 14 to 1 in 20. 500,000 Americans are hooked on heroin. 1 in 12 persons smokes marijuana regularly. Regular drug use is even higher among the age group 18 to 25. Today, there's a new epidemic: smokable cocaine, otherwise known as crack. It is an explosively destructive and often lethal substance which is crushing its users. Drug abuse costs you and your fellow Americans at least $60 billion a year.
I'm especially concerned about what drugs are doing to young mothers and their newborn children. Listen to this news account from a hospital in Florida of a child born to a mother with a cocaine habit. Nearby, a baby named Paul lies motionless in an incubator, feeding tubes riddling his tiny body. He needs a respirator to breathe and a daily spinal tap to relieve fluid buildup on his brain. Only 1 month old, he's already suffered 2 strokes. Now you can see why drug abuse concerns every one of us. Drugs steal away so much. They take and take until finally, every time a drug goes into a child, something else is forced out, like love and hope and trust and confidence. Drugs take away the dream from every child's heart and replace it with a nightmare. And it's time we in America stand up and replace those dreams. Each of us has to put our principles and consciences on the line, whether in social settings or in the workplace, to set forth solid standards and stick to them. There's no moral middle ground. Indifference is not an option. Outspoken intolerance for drug use. For the sake of our children, I implore each of you to be unyielding and inflexible in your opposition to drugs.